Hey loves, welcome to the Metaphysical Mystique, your school for intuitive arts. I'm your host and your transformational life coach, Miss Jamie Jacobson of the Sacred Raven. And tonight, we're going to look at the energies for this Capricorn moon transit. That's right. We're coming out of Sagittarius, going into Cap, getting closer to that new moon in Taurus, April 22nd, 2020. That second portal that we're all kind of looking forward to. Things are getting heated. Things are rising up. They really are. Are you ready for that? You ready? Yeah. I think we are. Stuff is arising. So, I think we ought to get into it, shall we? Let's see what the energies are for this Capricorn moon transit. Let's go. Hello, my loves. Well, it's another day. There's a lockdown, pretty much. Quarantined. Things are getting really heavy. Frustrations are rising. I can see it on the streets here where I'm at, downtown Seattle. I can feel it within myself. It's not just frustrations. There's a lot of people are feeling really restless, angry even. Anger is boiling to the surface for things going on in the personal life, the money, relationships, the changes that are happening so fast, the feeling of really not having the freedom to do what you want, wanting so bad to get out and do things but can't because of this lockdown, and wondering what's going to become of it, because it looks like they're trying to get people comfortable with something here, and it's really bringing up a lot of questions. It's getting us to think about our security because of our money situation. Where do we place it? It's getting us to look at our concepts of home, our concepts of freedom, independence versus codependence. Sovereignty. Sovereignty for the nation, sovereignty among ourselves. What have you been codependent on? What have you been really reliant upon that once this thing hit 3 weeks ago, unannounced, just changing your entire world and turning it upside down, what were you relying upon to get through? What did you think that was always going to be there that you didn't? You were so relaxed in it, you didn't even consider would be taken from you. or would change in some kind of way. Well, it's here. And I completely understand the feeling. I'm here with you, but these themes I went through myself just 3 years ago. So strange how it's all happening like it is. You know, I had a powerful awakening when things just were normal one day, and the next day the rug was ripped right from under my feet, and shocking revelations came. You know, my body, my bones, my intuitive senses were telling me I was dreaming dreams. And many of you are right now. You feel it. You can taste it. Something is changing. Something is boiling right underneath the surface. What is it? And then, of course, many of you have been in these relationships that have been testing you and trying your patience. I mean, really testing your resolve. I really want you to consider how important it is to hold on and wait around. Have you been waiting around for somebody that just isn't worth it? Are you being assertive in your life and going after the things that are important to you? Where are you utilizing your time? What are you creating in your life? It's very important that we look at that now. I'm going to pull from the deck that I've got here, which is the Wild Wood Tarot. Okay. But not before we talk about Capricorn a minute. What is Capricorn? Capricorn is a very earthy sign. Very down to earth, very serious sign. They're very executive. You know, they're great at business. They're really great at getting things done. This might be a great time for you to sit down and get some things done, get some things organized, get to the things that are practical, the practical things that need to be accomplished would be a good idea. Maybe even practicing on some things that you are currently learning, you know, honing those skills, educating yourself, you know, diving into some interesting topics would be a great use of your time under this Capricorn transit. What else should we be looking at? What does the Capricorn moon transit bring us? You know, during the Capricorn moon, it's really a time, much like the sign themselves with the moon, they're really quite cautious, right? Reserved. They do not like people who are immature, right? Who act foolishly like children, because they are very, very responsible people. Okay? These are people who take their obligations very seriously. So this would be a great time, like I said, to get things done, get things organized, take care of things, get them finished, you know. Capricorns, it's really important for them, you know, when in business, these people love business. They're very administrative, very executive, you know, status and position and getting the recognition for the things they do, all the efforts they put in stuff is really important to them, because they do work really hard. You know, people like Kourtney Kardashian, George Clooney, and Abraham Lincoln, even John Bon Jovi and David Beckham, even Amy Winehouse and Sarah Jessica Parker all have the Moon and Capricorn sign, as well as Cher. And I found it interesting, and I didn't realize that I had a very strong Capricorn 10th house, a very strong 10th house placement, which is Capricorn. But I had always found it interesting that I had so many friends that had Capricorn moon, or Capricorn rise, or were a Capricorn themselves. And I always thought, well, maybe that's because they relate to my Taurus. I have 2 planets in Taurus, Mercury and Jupiter. So I thought it was that. And it could be, but I didn't realize I myself had strong Capricorn energies, and it makes total sense. I'm the oldest of 8 children. Always was an honor roll student. I took my studies seriously. I'm a very responsible kind of person, as well as reserved, but I also can be quite gregarious and out there as a Gemini with Saturn and Mars and Leo also in the 10th house, and it's the house of what, like status, career, entertainment. It keeps me balanced in that area. So I'm reserved at the right times, and open and out there and extroverted when I need to be, when I'm out in the world, when I need to be with others. So I sort of had like this severe INFJ / possible ENFJ thing going on. Like many of you, I'm sure. But yeah, these people are hardworking, very down to earth, of course, right? Being earth signs. They're very mature. They're people that you can really count upon, right? They like things to be so. They have a very clean, organized, and simple home. They don't have all kinds of crazy colors all over the place. They're very earthy about their colors. You know, you'll see a lot of grays, and it's really sophisticated. Browns and beiges and earthy greens, olive greens, stuff like that, you know, egg white. Their whites are like, you know, sort of got that egg white, maybe a very light beige. Very beautiful, very sophisticated people. Very classy people. But yeah, this would be the perfect time for you to accomplish these kinds of things and work on things that you aspire to build upon your status with, right? Like your ambitions, you know, you must have some. We all do. Work towards them. You know, what are some of your ambitions? Write them down in your journal. Get things straight in your mind. We're still sort of in that halfway between the new moon and the full moon that we just had. So this will be a good time as we phase out the last cycle and we're coming toward the new moon. This is when you want to start thinking about what are some things you want to close out, and what are some things you might want to be bringing into your life. So by the time the new moon rolls around, you can say, okay, I'm starting it, and we are going to say goodbye to yesterday, and today begins a mark on a brand new journey in this area, in love or school or business or this study or this new adventure I'm about to embark upon, this new quest. And so, yeah, this is that kind of time where you want to lay back, cook a nice dinner, get your house in order, do your laundry, And just think about the week that's coming up. Get things planned and set up. Mark your calendars. Get your days organized and ready. So, now that I've got you here, though, and we are in April, right? This is Aries season. Aries is all about movement, fire, action, passions, getting things done. So let's see, with the very practical, down-to-earth Capricorn mixed with Aries and its fiery action, it's a perfect time for getting things accomplished. Only thing is, don't allow yourself to get too cynical or pessimistic. Capricorns are very realistic people. This is why they're very cautious and reserved. They think a lot. But don't get too caught up in the pessimism, cynicism, getting negative. Stay hopeful, stay joyful. After all, like the devil card is ruled, it represents Capricorn. You don't want to have that sort of devil attitude about things. Okay. Some Capricorns can come off far too serious for others. They are that prudent librarian, right? That very serious judge. That student at school that has, the best reports. Okay. So we're going to take a look at what we've got coming up. The cards are going to tell us about some themes. Let's look at 3 major themes. Okay. And we're going to do that with our usual goddess of the moon. Okay. Then we're going to go dig into the cards to look deeper into each of those themes, and then, of course, we'll finish it off with Moonology card, okay? So got that nice and shuffled. So we've got our themes here, okay? We've first, right off the bat, blossoming. Number 33, which is fitting, right? 33 is mastering yourself, having mastery over yourself. Therefore, you're blossoming. Think about it. Where is there significant growth in your life? I really believe that it's like you're singing your own tune. You're going to march to the beat of your own drum. And that creative spark has been birthed in you. It really has. Man, you've been connecting with the moon a whole lot more than you ever have. And in a new way, like understanding it from a whole new perspective, on a much more personal perspective, right? And how it affects you in your life, particularly if you're female, right? And how it affects our reproductive system and our bodies in relation to the cycles around us. Spring, for instance. There's this sense that the real you is coming alive. You're showing the world. You're showing your family who you are. This could be because you guys are in close proximity to one another because of this, being confined to one small space at home with your family, or just you coming out and sharing your thoughts to the world about how you see things. And I have a feeling that your take on things is very unique, very different. You're playing a different tune, right? Even for yourself, you're playing a whole new tune. There's something very graceful and beautiful about you now, and it's showing. Another thing, or another theme that we're looking at: discernment. Okay, we're clearing things out and we're starting things new. There's a birth and rebirth happening here. And clearly we see it within the springtime that we're now in. But deeper than that, it's happening within you. Can you discern in your heart and in your mind what things you're still carrying around? Fears, attitudes, ways of doing things, ideas or beliefs that you had about something or someone, or a perception about something you thought you wanted or needed. Can you discern whether or not this is something that's going to be good for you going into the future? Is this something you really need to be holding on to? If it is, you need to really consider what those things are and what things need to be removed in order for your life to move forward, for you to have real significant change in a good way, right? You're blossoming. So what can you do now to continue and keep going and leveling up? What can you do? Think about that. We also have abundance. This is regarding your abundance. This is for you to get abundant. This is what you're really trying to attain. Abundance in your family, abundance in your love life, abundance in your social life, and abundance in your heart and the way you feel about life in general. You want purpose. You want to feel like you've got incredible meaning in your life, that you wake up every day ready to tackle your passions. And that's really what you need to do. And not worry what people think about them. Why allow so many years to go by and never explore yourself and see where these passions and these interests and these roads could take you? Be open to the things that are happening now. Be open to the changes. Be open to standing up and taking up leadership in some form or another, or putting yourself and establishing yourself as an expert with your expertise in a particular area, or as a teacher, as a mentor, as an adventurer, an influencer, a thought leader. You know, many of you are healers as well. Artists, visual storytellers is what they are. Transformational storytellers. Those are speakers. Maybe that's you. You get up there and you inspire millions to change, to see, to vision. Your mind is very fruitful right now. It's a very fruitful place. Do a lot of research. You know, do some reading. Go for a walk. Observe. That's if you can. But start delving into subjects, into things you may not have done in the past, or subjects that you have wanted to for a long time, but you allowed life to pull you back. See, now it's different. It's a different way of looking at living. And it's one that I really want to promote, because I've always approached life. I always moved very slowly. And I've always loved to meditate and reflect on things, reflect on the beauty around me. And I was always very, very curious about many, many subjects, things that ultimately led to truth and transformation, things that inspired me. And this is the way you want to live now. This is how you want to go about your world. Let's let go of the fast-paced, crazy life that's not authentic. Let's let go of the attempt to keep up with the Joneses and to try to come up with an image of ourselves that doesn't even exist in Hollywood. Those are all projections and illusions. Who are you? We want to know what you are about, what you know, what you bring to the table, what makes you abundant, who makes you feel abundant. Start considering what's important in your life and what needs to go and what you need to keep. Yeah, your mind is very fruitful right now, and you're very intuitive. So follow that intuitive nudge. Live more sacred. Build some routines and little rituals that are personal to you. For your peace of mind. For creativity. For rebuilding. For finding peace. For finding contentment. So we're going to get some clarifiers to expand on the blossoming card and see what we're looking at there. What's blossoming? What do we want to blossom? How do we want to blossom it? And why it needs to be blossomed, watered, loved, cherished, cared for. And for many of you, this is a love that's blossoming. Okay. Ooh. That one went wild. Yes. Ooh, fulfillment. Fulfillment. You're finding your way. Yes. This is about your future. And this definitely is about the coming together of two people as well. They're night and day, but damn, together they are explosive. But for those of you, you seers, okay? You way showers. You are really getting it. Fulfillment is on its way, baby. 3 of Bows. This is about your beautiful future. 3 of Bows is the 3 of Wands in the Rider-Waite. Okay? So fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Fulfillment. You're blossoming in your life and blossoming within yourself. You're going to find fulfillment, and I think it's through your purpose, your creative purpose. My forte, by the way. As many of you know, I'm a lifestyle and life purpose business strategist, and it's you creative intuitives that I'm after. Those of you who have some very important things to do in this world, and you're searching for meaning and for healing and want to heal others and seek answers. It's important to get that developed. If you're interested at all, you should definitely hook up with me. But to continue, I'm excited to see this. This is incredible. Your fulfillment is going to be found through this blossoming of yourself. Investing in yourself. Investing in your self-love. Getting to know you. Getting to know you. I think you're falling in love with yourself. You're seeing yourself through the eyes of those who are in love with you, or through the eyes of spirit. You're beginning to know your worth, and this blossoming fulfillment is going to really help you call in your creative purpose for this life of yours. You're going to have fun. You're going to be able to channel all of these feelings, all these thoughts, all these things you've learned, the things that you're currently investing yourself in. You know, think about where you're expending your energy and where you're spending your energy, and if you're getting anything back. Because if you're gaining, then it's definitely something you want to do. Okay? It's something you want to expound upon, blossom with. Okay? We have the Page of Bows as well. Sagittarius energy. Yeah, this is passion. It's called the Stoat, okay? So cute. He's so cute. Very young, very lean. There's all this beautiful growth, this beautiful nature, and this natural place that he's in. There's this immense passion that's rising up. This signifies entrepreneurship. All right, being able, it's like you are very talented. You're a very talented individual. You could be starting amazing projects right now. It would be, if not, it'd be a great time to do so. You could have your fingers in several amazing creative ideas for work that has adjacent avenues and possibilities that go along with it, which is excellent. It gives you so much variety, and that's what you love. There's so much opportunity, but overall, you can, say, tackle one particular area, spirituality and personal development, right? The self-help world, the world of healing, the world of the healing arts, the intuitive arts. I see really, really beginning something like this. If not, the seeds of it are beginning. Because this is where you're going to find your fulfillment. I see you guys opening a business, going into school, or becoming an entrepreneur. I see that kind of energy happening here. Big time. So we're going to move on to the next discernment. Let's see what we get for that. Ooh, we've got the Blasted Oak 16, which is a 7. Very, very spiritual card. The Blasted Oak is the Tower. We have this person falling down. They're totally naked. So they're exposed, right? They're vulnerable. And lightning has struck. And it's like the chains that were on them, binding them, are on fire. It's like they're on fire, and it loosens them from wherever they were bound from. So, wow, it's like whatever has happened in the past, or however you're living or being in the past, whatever you were stuck to, you're released. Towers come down. It's a tower moment. Instant realization, or a massive big change comes in to cause it. There's emotion here, I see, with the water, right? A lot of sexual energy here. You know, I think some of you might fall in love. Some of you, I think, are about to fall head over heels in love. While others view something's going to hit you, bam. It's going to change things seriously. And while it changes things, it ends things. But this is the blasted oak. Lightning striking. Use your discernment. This is about a much needed change, right? And I think it comes in, really needs to happen. Really consider. This is about brand new beginnings. Wow. That's mighty powerful. So we see a tower moment here. I think maybe you find your ultimate purpose. You know where you're going. You know what it is. Okay, so now we're going to take a look, get some clarifiers for abundance. Okay, well, two popped out. 3 popped out. Let me grab 2 here. We have, heart fire, 8 of bows, okay, and the great bear. So 8 of bows, that is the 8 of wands. Here we've got a group of people celebrating, communicating, hanging out, talking, having discussion. As we know, the 8 of wands is about communication coming in quickly. This could be through any means. Even intuitive downloads, just like getting bam, 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 insight, intuitive hit. And 20, the great bear. What is the great bear? It's the world. So abundance is clarified by communication and the world. This white polar bear. And it looks like where he's at, he's kind of like at this time clock. Something's about divine timing. We see the little dipper right above him in the sky. 2 beautiful, strong trees. Wisdom, all right? And this clock, this cave, which has this astrological clock on the outside, kind of reminds me of Stonehenge. So there's this sense of time and timing. Information coming in, communication coming in, heart fire, passions coming in. There's fire on the great bear as well. And this is about your abundance. So something is about to occur really big. And it's all in divine timing. I like the way the Big Dipper, Little Dipper is really showing through here in the sky. It's like an alignment has occurred. And there's this white polar bear. There's something passionate and in charge about this bear, and protective as well. Yeah. Something big for your abundance, regarding your abundance, is about to kick off. And it looks amazing. I mean, truly. Truly. Wow. That leaves us with something very excited to think about, doesn't it? Wow. So the abundance card, which is so beautiful in its natural surroundings, all the animals were surrounding the woman while she holds onto this fox really tight. With this abundant mind, this massive moon, which tells me she's extremely connected. And this may be about a group, information about a group, a gathering, but this could also be information sent from above, and it's divine time. Something is about to happen really big with this tower moment. It's huge, and it's regarding fulfillment that's blossoming. Use your discernment here. Be wise. Interesting. Brings in a tower with lots of information and the Great Bear, which is the world. Wow. Something huge is about to happen. Something big over the next few days. So look forward to it, my friends. Look forward to it. I think as for me, I'm going to dig deeper. But for you, we're just going to leave this cliffhanger the way it is for right now. And so you can see me in group on the Tarot Vision. Sacred Ravens Tarot Vision, to see maybe what more we can dig into. All right, my loves. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the fact that you stayed. You listened to this beautiful and powerful, very mysterious message about what's to come. Wow. I am really, wow. I'm fascinated. I'm fascinated, aren't you? There's so much that's happening. I'm very excited. Maybe somebody will win the lottery. You know, or maybe you really do meet the love of your life. You walk out one morning, just average day, lock down, run up to the only store that's open, and you meet the love of your life. It's possible. Anyway, let me know if you guys enjoyed this. Please leave a rating and a comment. I would love to hear what you thought or what you think about yourself, what might be coming up. If you want a reading with me or a coaching session, please get a hold of me by email, spiritualbusiness@thesacredraven.coach. Wow. It's amazing, you guys. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.